It's such a good point. Like even David says, "Well, I don't want to offer a sacrifice that doesn't cost me
Cost me
anything." Like
nothing. Yes.
there is something about I need to put some skin in this game so that as soon as I'm charged, as soon as I find the money, I put it in. I'm now the transformation begins once the transaction has happened. Like
Yes.
okay, right? I haven't even gone to the first class, but I'm a different person because I signed up for this thing and I paid my money. So I'm on the road. Even before I learned the first lesson, I'm on the road.
I just think, well, I don't know why again, and this is just my personal opinion. The idea of monetizing your ministry is needed because not because there's ministry needs. You didn't start this podcast to just inspire people to ministry, right? That is definitely an aspect of this. But there's also a psychological piece to this and a socialization piece to this where you have some people who have something to offer and people will never place value on it because they will not put any value on it. And they need to be convinced that until you place a value on it, prime example, we just built this church. If this church were to be built, there had to be an exchange, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We couldn't just build this for free, right? You can't just, I mean, well, it's ministry. Like
Yeah.
nobody's going to give this to us because we're a church. Sometimes I would hear church people say, I mean, I wish these carpenters and these electricians, their ministry, maybe they'll give us a discount. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
For what they're providing for us, it is that valuable for us to have electricity. So
Yeah.
we have to pay somebody to wire this place. In the same respect, there's a husband out there who wants to be a better husband. And in order for him to be a better husband, he has to make an exchange in order for him to value the fact that him being a husband to his family is that important that I'm willing to make an exchange for it. And I just feel like it's unfair that they do this to ministry, right? And they won't do this to anything else. Nobody else out there, Kimona, you know I'm telling the truth. I might be going off on a tangent. But a lot of times church people, and I want to encourage somebody right now, do not allow church people who exchange value on a regular basis for stuff. And some stuff is that has no eternal value whatsoever. People waste money on a regular basis. You know that, and I know that, especially in the United States. And then when somebody is actually trying to make an impact in their life, you don't want them to provide any value to it or to make an exchange. It's unfair because we're allowing people's opinion and prejudice about seeing people in ministry get ahead prevent us from doing the thing that God has told us to do.
That's
and
good.
honestly, now we can do more, Kimon. We just had our second men's conference, and because our finances were in a better place, because we actually did charge for services, we were able to bring in income, and that income allowed us to reach more men.